What if I told you that the simple 1991 Washington quarter in your pocket change could hold the key to a forgotten story of American minting history, hidden errors and shocking collector secrets that could turn your loose change into a treasure hunt for hidden gems you never knew existed? The 1991 Washington quarter represents more than just another year in the long lineage of American coinage. It stands at a crossroads between the old traditions and the new era of the United States minting process. The Washington quarter itself was first introduced in 1932 to honor the bicentennial birth year of George Washington, a founding father and the first president of the United States. The original idea for the quarter was inspired by a commemorative medal designed by Laura Garden Fraser, a talented sculptor. But the design ultimately chosen was John Flanagan's rendition, which would become iconic on the obverse side of the coin. When you hold a 1991 Washington quarter, you hold a piece of that enduring legacy. It is a coin minted primarily for circulation. Yet within its metal lies a story that stretches back to the Great Depression, the Second World War, the economic booms and crises, and the evolution of coin collecting in America. Now focusing on the year 1991, this was a time when the United States Mint was operating full steam, producing billions of coins to meet the demands of commerce. The Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Each played their role. The Philadelphia quarters bear no mint, mark a tradition that changed years later. The Denver Mint quarters carry the small D mint mark, while the San Francisco quarters proudly show an S mint mark. These S mint quarters are proof coins struck with extra care, polished dies and blank planchets to create coins with a mirror-like finish, destined for collector's sets. When you trace the mintage numbers, you find that the Philadelphia Mint produced over 600 million quarters that year, the Denver Mint slightly less, but still in the hundreds of millions, while the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins in smaller quantities, but in higher quality. These raw numbers may suggest that 1991 quarters are common, but scarcity is not always defined by mintage alone. Instead, we must look at condition errors, varieties, and historical context. The early 90s marked the final years before the state quarters program, which launched in 1999. This means that the 1991 quarters are part of the last stretch of standard Washington quarters with the eagle reverse before it was permanently replaced by state and later America. The beautiful designs, the classic heraldic eagle reverse designed by John Flanagan, symbolizes the nation's strength, unity, and ideals. It features a proud eagle with outspread wings, a bundle of arrows in its talons and olive branches below, signifying readiness for peace and defense in equal measure in numismatics. This design is iconic and marks an era of traditional coinage in the U.S. What about condition and value? The condition of a 1991 Washington quarter can dramatically impact its value. Circulated examples are usually worth face value, but in mint state grades Miss 65 and above, they become interesting to collectors because high-quality coins become harder to find. As years pass by, when you dig deeper into the world of grading, you encounter the subtle art of assessing a coin's luster, strike, contact marks, and eye appeal. A brilliant uncirculated coin might fetch a few dollars, but rare error coins and exceptionally high-grade examples certified by PCGs or NGC can reach surprising prices at auction. Errors in the 1991 Washington quarter series are another exciting aspect that collectors treasure. Known errors include off-center strikes, double die obverse or reverse-clipped planchets, and strike. Through each of these errors tells a tale of the minting process gone awry. The double die, for example, happens when the coin die receives multiple misaligned impressions of the design, resulting in visible doubling of letters, numbers, or features in the design. These can be valuable to the right buyer, especially if the doubling is dramatic, and clear-clipped planchets are another curiosity, when the blank metal disc is improperly cut, resulting in a crescent missing from the coin edge or a straight clip. These mistakes are uncommon enough to spark collector interest and make an ordinary coin extraordinary. While many of these errors are subtle, some rare examples have become legendary among error coin enthusiasts. The thrill for collectors lies in finding these anomalies in circulation rolls, Pocket change or coin dealer inventories. Always check your coins carefully under good lighting and with a magnifying glass or microscope if you want to spot these valuable oddities. Beyond minting and errors, the historical context of 1991 adds another layer. The early 90s saw the U.S. economy in recession. The Gulf War commenced, and technology was advancing rapidly, yet physical currency remained essential in daily life. It was a transitional time before the digital banking boom and widespread debit card use. Quarters jingled in pockets across the nation, buying cups of coffee, paying parking meters, and filling arcade machines. The journey of the 1991 Washington quarter does not end in the United States alone. Collectors worldwide seek American coins due to the U.S. Mint's reputation, and the global appeal of U.S. currency coin shows auctions and online marketplaces connect these tiny metal discs to a broader network of enthusiasts, dealers, and historians. The Washington quarter in particular has a devoted following because it bridges the gap between vintage silver quarters minted before 1965 and modern-clad versions made from copper and nickel. The composition of the 1991 quarter is cupro-nickel, clad over a pure copper core. This standard-clad composition replaced the 90% silver content in 1965 due to the rising price of silver and the coin shortages that plagued the early 60s. Even though the intrinsic metal value of a 1991 quarter is small, its historical and collector value is where true worth is found. If you are building a collection of Washington quarters, it is important to look for coins with strong strikes, minimal wear, full detail on Washington's hair, and the eagle feathers on the reverse. Full drum lines or full steps are terms more commonly used for other coin series, but the same principle applies. Clarity of detail is king. Proof sets from 1991 are also notable. Many collectors acquire these sets to ensure they have pristine examples of each coin denomination minted that year. The San Francisco Mint Proof quarters are highly reflective with frosted design elements and mirror-like fields. When these proofs remain in their original mint packaging, they hold higher appeal and value. The numismatic community values knowledge as much as the coins themselves. The more you learn about the subtle details, mint marks, die varieties, and grading standards, the more empowered you become to spot hidden gems that others overlook. Coin collecting is a hobby of patience, detail, and passion. It connects generations, passing down knowledge and coins alike. So next time you find a 1991 Washington quarter in your pocket, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of history that represents an era of American change. Resilience and artistry behind every coin is a story waiting to be told, and the 1991 Washington quarter is no exception. From its classic design to the hidden rarities that still surface today, this simple coin reminds us that sometimes true value lies not just in silver or gold, but in the enduring symbols we carry every day in our pockets. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep collecting the old quarters. Dollar value is not just about money. It is about the timeless journey through history, art, and the spirit of discovery that every coin brings to your fingertips.